Good morning. Next topic is material testing. So, introduction to material testing. So, mechanical properties of material indicates the response to the plastic or elastic deformation under applied load. So, evaluation of these mechanical properties is essential for proper selection of material. So, hardness is a complex mechanical property that depend upon the grain size, yield strength, ductility, resistance to abrasion and density, etc. So there are various methods for hardness measurement such as Rockwell, Brinell, Vickers and Mohs hardness test. And non-destructive testing does not damage material during testing, mostly used for finding defects in material. So basically material testing is a science to test the material for determining certain physical properties or mechanical properties. So if you want to test this rod for yield strength, okay, so if you want to find out the yield strength or compressive strength or tensile strength of this material, then you need to do some testing or experiment with this rod. Okay, when we compress this rod, okay, when we applied the compressive forces on this rod or at the end of this rod, then because of these compressive forces this rod will be compressed and you will get such type of rod. So because of this internal stresses, this rod may get fracture or rupture. So when this rod get fracture, so we will find out what is the force there, okay, what is the applied force. So when we applied such type of force or that type of load or that amount of load and that direction of load, so magnitude and direction of these loads or forces, then we can say at this load and at this direction these forces can damage the rod. Okay, so in in such way we can have a compressive or a tensile or shear type of testing, okay, twisting, then torsional test. Okay, so there are number of tests associated with this. Okay, so the main objective of this testing or material testing is to find out the strength of this metal or hardness of the metal. Okay, so by this, these are the destructive type of techniques. So destructive means in this testing you can say material gets damaged or material will break or fails after testing. So after failure of material we can say that the material fails at this much pressure or this much load or this much stress. Okay, so this is destructive type of testing. Another method is non-destructive type of technique. In non-destructive type of techniques we are not adding loads, or we are virtually adding loads, or we are testing material in such a way that loads are applied but material will not damage or material will not fails. Okay, and the mechanical physical properties of material will not change after testing also. Okay, so this is non-destructive type of testing. So basically material testing is classified as non-destructive type of testing and destructive type of testing. So this is material testing. Next is hardness testing. So hardness is one of the major criteria or major parameter to decide the what is the material and what is the strength of material. So hardness is one of the major parameter. So hardness testing is our area of interest now. So hardness is the property of material that enables to resist plastic deformation and usually penetration. We already discussed it in unit number 1. What is hardness? Resistance to penetration, resistance to scratch, resistance to abrasion is the hardness. So however, the term hardness may be also referred to resistance to bending, scratching and abrasion and cutting. So relative hardness tests are commonly used to rank the material hardness among the number of samples. Such testing method known as Mohs test. Okay, so Mohs test is one of the testing method, hardness testing method, in which we are not testing material, or we are not testing material on a scale or on a certain procedure is not there. Okay, what we done here, so we have taken two different materials and we have applied a certain load on these two materials. Okay, and we observed the depth of penetration or hardness or the size of penetration done, means same amount of load is added on both material A and material B, and if the depth of penetration of material is more, material A is more and than the depth of penetration of material on B, okay, then you can say that more the depth is there, okay, on same amount of load, means material is soft, okay, and less penetration or size on this material B, hence you can say that material B is stronger or harder than material A. Okay, why this is? Because material B resist more to the penetration than material A. Okay, material A doesn't resist the penetration, and because of that the more penetration is found out on material A. So such type of relative terms are used in Mohs hardness test, and we have not any, we doesn't have any value for this hardness. Okay, we can say only the material A is softer than material B, and we have prepared a table, okay, or scale on this hardness, okay, which is the hardest material, which is softest material on 1 to 10 scale. So this is Mohs hardness test, which is the oldest type of method to determine the hardness of two material. Next, there are three principal standard test methods for expressing the relationship between hardness and the size of impression. These are Brinell, Rockwell, and Vickers. So these are most commonly used hardness testing methods. This is Brinell's, Rockwell's, and Vickers hardness test. So hardness testing basic setup. So basic setup or basic principle of hardness is like this: there is a base, there is a head, and on the head there is a indenter. Okay, so this indenter, this is a scale, okay, or indicator or pointer. There is an anvil. So anvil is a part which rests on the base and which holds or which provide a space for the object to be tested, okay, or material to be tested. So anvil is one of the work holding device. This is table or anvil. On anvil we have placed a sample which need to be tested. So, and what will we do now? So we have added some major or minor loads there. So with the application of major or minor loads, so pointers or anvil comes in the contact with pointer, or pointer comes in the contact with anvil, and there is a some penetration or depth of penetration or area of penetration. Okay, so after this major or minor load application, we have some indentation there. So with analyzing the indentation depth and size and shape, we have calculated, or we can calculate a hardness of this sample specimen. So basically we are adding minor or major load on a sample specimen, and by analyzing depth of penetration or area and size of penetration, we are determining the hardness of metal or sample specimen. So this is basic principle of any hardness method or technique. So after addition of major minor load, there is a deflection of this pointer. So this pointer deflection will also give you a hardness reading. So this is basic setup or components of any hardness testing method or